Coach JP, thank you very much for your time. You are back here again as champions to defend your title. First game, you've got the 3 points. What is the approach now going forward?
Yeah, I think to try and settle down a little bit. The first game, as always, we've come to encounter here with the altitude, the weather, the fields, takes a lot out of them initially, so we didn't have the greatest game. So we're just hoping going forward that the boys just calm down, settle down and sort of find their rhythm and sort of acclimatise to the conditions and the opponents and just start enjoying themselves, because ultimately it is a great opportunity to come and play against different opponents, and we must just try to enjoy the moment as best possible.
Coach, speaking about altitude is something that perhaps we ignore or undermine the effect of. If you can just briefly explain to us, how does it affect you coming all the way to from Cape Town to Johannesburg?
I won't bore you with all the science of it. It makes it harder for the lungs. So the running wise, they just struggle a little bit to kind of get the air in, oxygen in quick enough. So they need a little bit of time to adjust to it. On top of that, weirdly, an interesting one is that the ball travels further because obviously the air is thinner. So, judging the flight of the ball, we overhit the passes, the ball control is not as clean, or it just sails over the defender's head both ways, for and against. So it's adjusting to those things that us, along with many other teams, have to face. But from a learning point of view, as these guys want to go up to the higher levels, they have to get used to it. So it's a good space for them to just grow and develop from it.
You come here as champions to defend your title. You are the champions of the DDC. You are the champions of the Next Gen Premier League. So here we are favourites. How are you dealing with that, especially for the players?
Yeah, it's obviously different teams. So, there's an expectation of the club, which has been doing fantastically well, right from our first team all the way through the ranks, like you've mentioned. It's unbelievable to be a part of it. And it's an opportunity for these young men to showcase themselves as part of Stellenbosch. Obviously, it's not the same team as it was last year, so they carry a level of expectation, but we don't want to place too much stress on them. We know how hard it is. I don't think many teams have been able to come back and retain the national title, so already we know that this is hard, but we're all looking forward to it, and we didn't come here for any other reason.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best.